Kelas hari ini cikgu akan mulakan bab yang baru, bab 5, ungkapan algebra, algebraic expression. Okay, now if you see this example 3 from your textbook, okay, muka surat 109, contoh 3, they ask you to find the value, cari nilai. They ask you to find this value, cari nilai. Okay, apa maklumat yang diberi? X3, Y2. This is a very easy question. Okay, before teacher go to this, make sure class you know this very well. Dalam topik ungkapan algebra, okay, apa yang kamu belajar? What you studied in this topic ungkapan algebra? You will learn a lot about lattice. Example, you will learn about X, you learn about Y. Okay, itu adalah topik ungkapan algebra. Okay, like before this you just studied numbers, right? Okay, 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, you just studied numbers. But from this chapter 5 onwards, you will learn a lot of letters, especially this X, Y like that. Okay, now you see this equation. Ada X, ada Y, ada nombor. So, ini kita panggil ungkapan algebra. It's an algebraic expression. Now, the value given X3, Y2. Apa perlu kamu buat? They ask you to find the value, right? Cari nilai, find for the answer. So, very simple. They say this equation, right? So, 8, X. X value is how much? 3. So, you ganti. Put bracket 3. Don't simply ganti, then it will become 83. Mesti buat kurungan, lepas tu ganti. So, 8 bracket 3. Minus 5. Y. What is the Y value? 2. Close bracket. Plus 7. Tunjuk jalan kerja sebegini. When they say cari nilai, ganti the value. Substitute the value. Now, 8 times 3 is 24. Negative 5 times 2, you get negative 10 plus 7. So, when you solve this, 24 plus 10, you get 14 plus 7. And your final answer, you will get 21. Finish. So, this is how you supposed to solve. Very easy, right? Bila mereka bagi kamu nilai X, nilai Y, ganti dalam persamaan. Substitute that in the equation and then you solve it. How to substitute? Put bracket. Like ganti 3 kurungan. Ganti Y2 kurungan. So you've got bracket, what must you do? Times. 8 times 3, 24. 5 times 2, 10. 7, bring it down. Then show the step by step. So your final answer is 21. Cari nilai, so nilai is 21. Finish. Class, now we go to the next example. Example 5. Okay, just now one is just a short calculation. Gantikan nilai ya. Gantikan nombor dapat nilai. The one over. Now example 5 is related to the chapter ungkapan algebra. Tadi kan cikgu sudah kata ada nombor, ada huruf. Okay, we call that the algebraic expression. Kalau yang ni X, yang ni Y, ini X, apa kita panggil huruf ni? The huruf we will say pemboleh ubah. The one is the variable. Pemboleh ubah. So remember class, this is the introduction. Okay, now we go for example 5. Kenal pasti sebutan algebra. Okay, kenal pasti sebutan algebra means they ask which is the term, algebraic term, sebutan algebra. So lihat soalan A, sebutan algebra, teacher told you is a term. Okay, now you see the A question. X plus 5x. So how many terms does this have? 2 terms. One is X, the other one 5x. Term means like group. Sebutan tu apa? Kumpulan. So soalan A ada berapa sebutan? 2 sebutan. X, the other one 5x. So when they ask you to, in the question, identify the terms, you can write one is X, comma, another one is 5x. Next one is the B question, X over 8 minus 7y. So this is one term and this is another term. So ada 2 sebutan. C question, how many terms does this have? 3 terms. Ada 3 sebutan. PQ, negative 2Q, positive 13. Ada 3 sebutan. 3 terms. 2 terms, 2 terms, 3 terms. So what teacher told you that terms just now class? Sebutan. Sebutan tu like kumpulan, group. And the last one D. How many terms? Ada berapa sebutan? 1 M kuasa 2, negatif 2M, and negatif 6. Ada berapa sebutan? 4 sebutan. So you must remember when they say terms, this is what we say terms, the group. Faham class? So in exam they ask you kenal pasti sebutan, you write this, put comma X, comma 5X. If they ask how many terms, berapa sebutan? 2 sebutan, 4 sebutan, 3 sebutan, 2 sebutan. So you have to know that sebutan is the group. In English we say terms. Are you all clear class? So teacher already explained to you already sebutan. Okay, but when they ask you to kenal pasti sebutan, when you write, just say this B question, when they ask kenal pasti sebutan, the answer will be X over A dan 7Y. We will not include the negative. So you just write X over A dan 7Y. So ini adalah sebutan. If for this question they ask for the sebutan, one is M kuasa 2, then you can put comma 2M, comma N, comma 6. So ada 4 sebutan. Yang ini 2 sebutan. So when you must understand the question, if they ask berapa sebutan? 2 sebutan, 4 sebutan, 2 terms, 4 terms. But when they ask you to find kenal pasti, identify the terms, you just write like this enough. No need to include the integers. Now teacher go to the next example, contoh 6. Contoh 6, they gave you a term here. Can you see this term here class? Negatif 3K kuasa 2MN. They gave you a term. It's only one term, like one group. Okay? Now in this term, they ask you to find nyatakan perkali. In English we say coefficient. Now soalan A, they ask you K squared MN. So what is supposed to do? This is the main question. So bila mereka tanya K kuasa 2 MN, you take this question right at the side here, negatif 3K kuasa 2 MN. Okay, soalan tanya perkali for this K squared MN. So what you do? K squared teacher cut, M teacher cut, N I cut. What balance do you have? You have negative 3. So, soalan A, jawapan perkali adalah negative 3. So, remember, perkali is the balance after you cut. You see the B1, again the same question, negative 3K kuasa 2MN. Okay, now they gave negative MN. What teacher do? Cut negative, cut M, cut N. Baki, what the balance you have? 3K kuasa 2. So that is the answer for the second one. So remember, perkali is coefficient, balance. After you cut, the balance. Now C, 3K kuasa 2. Again teacher write, negative 3K kuasa 2 MN. 3K kuasa 2 you cut, 3 cut K kuasa 2. What balance do you have? Negative MN. So your coefficient perkali kamu adalah negative MN. Do you understand class? So this is example 6. No calculation, it's just understanding, fahaman sahaja. Ini soalan, they say nyatakan perkali. So perkali is what? After you cut the balance. So K kuasa 2 MN potong, balance, negatif 3. Negatif MN, negatif MN potong, 3K kuasa 2. 3K kuasa 2 potong, negatif MN, balance. So this is what we say perkali, coefficient. This is the next example class, contoh 7. Sebutan serupa, sebutan tidak serupa. Like terms, unlike terms. What teacher explained to you all just now? Teacher explained sebutan means group. Isn't it? Terms. That topic over. Now, sebutan serupa, sebutan tidak serupa. Like terms, unlike terms. Okay, this is no working. This is just you have to identify. Kenal pasti sahaja. Serupa means the letters same. Tidak serupa means the letters are not same. Okay, now we try the A question. 4xy, xy over 2. Serupa atau tidak serupa? Like term or unlike terms? Like term, serupa. Why teacher say serupa? Sebutan, you must write sebutan serupa. Like terms. Why? Ini ada XY, ini ada XY. So, it is sebutan serupa. Nombor lain kita tak kira. Kita lihat huruf sahaja. We only look at the letters. Sebutan serupa. Next one, the B question. 12PQ, 12PR. Sebutan serupa atau tidak serupa? Tidak serupa. Unlike terms. Do you understand? Sebutan tidak serupa. Why? This is PQ, this is PR. Different. So, is unlike terms. Sebutan tidak serupa. Ini serupa, ini tidak serupa. You must write complete word. Sebutan serupa. Sebutan tidak serupa. Now the C question. 3 ABC and 0.5 BCA. Sama atau tidak? Is it same or not? Same. Only the letters are not arranged accordingly. This one is ABC. This one is BCA. Same. A ada. B, C, C. Only the arrangement doesn't matter. This one is sebutan serupa. Write it completely like this. Like terms. Okay, class? Last one. Negative 7H and 6H kuasa 2. Sama atau tidak? The letters. Here is H. Here is H kuasa 2. Tak sama. This is H. But this is H. Because I have kuasa 2, right? So this one is unlike terms. Sebutan tidak serupa. So remember class, H is same. But here is only one H. Here is 2H. H kuasa 2 tak serupa. Sebutan tidak serupa. Now teacher go to the next example. Contoh 8, permudahkan. Simplify. The long equation, you must make it short and simple. Okay, how will you do it? Okay, before teacher go to that, I want to ask you all. Ada berapa sebutan? How many terms do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 terms. Ada 5 sebutan. What teacher say terms just now? Group. So how many group do you have? 5 group. This is just one extra information. Now we come back to the question permudahkan. Yang ni satu kurungan, yang ni lagi satu kurungan, tambah. Tambah is very easy. You just have to arrange it. You see my working class? First, if you see here, ada X, ini ada X. Ada Y, ini ada Y. And this one is just a number. So what teacher will teach my students always, I'll ask them to put shape, pattern. You see, contohnya 3X. Cikgu letak kotak. Can you see? For 3X. The group, the term teacher put a box. So kalau X ni cikgu letak kotak, X ini pun cikgu letak kotak. So this is what I say, shape. Make sure you also follow like this. If you follow like this, definitely you will not get any wrong. Pasti jawapan kamu betul. Y and Y. For the Y, maybe teacher make a circle for the Y. Cikgu bulatkan. Okay? Tapi ingat kelas, bila kamu bulatkan, include the integer also. What is the integer at the front? Tambah 5Y kan? So, kamu bulatkan beserta dengan positif 5Y. Okay? And here, negative Y, cikgu bulatkan negative Y. Can you see? So, this is how you supposed to do. X, cikgu letak kotak. Y, cikgu bulatkan. So, the 5Y ada positif, so positif 5Y. Teacher include the integer. This one is negative Y, teacher circle the negative Y, include the integer. Akhir sekali, apa yang kamu ada baki? you have balance negative 9. So maybe the negative 9, you can make a triangle. It's up to you. So you make shapes already. Now you have to arrange it. Your second rules. First rules, shape according to the letters. Second rules, arrange, susun. Okay, lihat cikgu susun 3x, okay, 3x plus 8x, because the integer, follow the integer, got plus, right? So when you put a box, better to include the integer also. So positive 8x. X sudah. Now 5y plus 5y. Here plus 5y, here is negative y. X, y, y. Lastly, now number negative 9. So what is the first rules class? Shape. Second rules, arrange. Now third rules, you solve it. If you can solve, you solve it. Okay, how to solve it? Lihat 3x campur 8x. You can solve. What do you get? 3 plus 8, what do you get? 11. So 11x. Done. Now here, positive 5y minus y. Okay, positive 5y minus y. You can press calculator. Remember your integer 5. This one 5y, but this negative y. So here got a 1. Remember? So 5 minus 1, what you get? 4y. It must be positive 4y. You cannot simply put 4y. Betul ke ni? No, must have integer. Yang ni positive 11x. Positive usually we don't put at the front, 11x. But 5y minus y, you get positive 4y. So letak positive 4y. The last one, negative 9, no partner. No partner, you just bring it down, negative 9. Finish. So what is your first rules class? First rules, put the shape according to the letters. Second, for rules, what teacher told you? Arrange. X, Y, Y number. And the third step, you solve. Get the answer. Solve. Get the answer. Lastly, negative 9, you just leave it. Understand class? It's about tu soalan tu mereka tanya permudahkan. Simplify. Already simplify. So this will be your answer. Don't go and do 11x plus 4y. Tak boleh. You cannot solve. Ini x, ini y, ini nombor. You cannot combine it. Students will make mistake at this part. 11x mereka pergi campur dengan 4y. Tak boleh. Do you understand? Because this x different term. This is y different term. Sebutan tu lain. Faham atau tidak? So, this will be your final answer. This is the next example contoh 8 kelas, tapi yang ni soalan yang panjang. Ada kurungan, tambah, kurungan, tolak, kurungan. Just now we did the just example, the A question just now. You only have plus, but now you have minus also. So, now it's the same only. But before teacher do that, I will let you all know one important information here. 12 mn, okay, bracket minus 4p, teacher bring down, plus 6 plus 7p, I just bring it down. But because it's a plus, cikgu turunkan sahaja. But when there is a negative, remember class, you cannot just bring it down. Negatif ini kamu mesti kembangkan. Negatif ini kamu mesti kembangkan. That is the important step that you need to know. Positive, never mind, you can leave it. But negative, kamu mesti kembangkan. This is the part where students always make careless mistake. Jangan buat kesalahan. So negative times 10 mn, you get negative 10 mn. Negative times positive p, you get negative p. Because negative, positive is negative. Negative times negative 2, you get positive 2. Nampak tak? Tak sama. If you just bring it down, you will get wrong. Because for plus, you can bring down. Okay. But bila ada tolak, kamu mesti darab. Do you understand? So negative times 10 mn, negative 10 mn. Negative times positive p, negative p. And negative times negative 2, positive 2. Remember you learned in the integer number nisbat chapter, negative, negative, positive. Yes or no? So follow that. Now you have to make the shape. Okay, how teacher make the shape? 12 mn, I put a square. Mn, I put a square. For this mn also teacher put square. But when I put square, include the front integer also. So square, square, done. Now for p. The 4p, teacher circle, negative 4p. Can you see? So I include the negative also, negative 4p. This one is positive 7p, I circle. Here negative p, I circle. So mn cikgu letak kotak, p cikgu bulat. Can you all see that? And the nombor, ini nombor 6, ini nombor positive 2, teacher leave it. You want to put a triangle can, but I leave that. Okay, sekarang kamu susun. So the first rules plus, never mind. But kalau ada tolak, darab. Then you get this. So only for minus, you must take note on that. Then put shape. mn kotak, p cikgu bulat. Nombor cikgu biarkan. Now the next step, teacher arrange it, susun. Okay, now see how teacher arrange it. 12 mn, negative 10 mn. Okay, teacher already arrange mn. Now p, negative 4p, then plus 7p, then minus p, p cikgu sudah susun. Include the integer also. And last one, number 6, right? It is positive 6. 2, positive 2. This how I want you to show the step. And lastly, you solve the answer. 12 mn and 10 mn you can solve. 12 tolak 10, how much do you get? 2. mn just turunkan. And this one, negative 4p plus 7p minus p. p you can solve. Negative 4, tekan calculator lah. Negative 4 tambah 7 tolak. Here got what? 1. So negative 4 plus 7 minus 1. What do you get when you press the calculator? You get positive 2p. You get positive 2p. And the last one, this one, number you solve. 6 tambah 2, berapa kamu dapat? 8. Positive 8. So your final answer is this. 2mn plus 2p plus 8. Can you combine this? Cannot. Ini mn lain, p lain, nombor lain. So you only have to stop till here. That is permudahkan. The long ungkapan, you make it short. Did you get the answer, class? So make sure you understand. If plus, you can just straight away start. If got minus, what teacher say? Darab, kembangkan, expand. You get this. Then only you put your shape. mn kotak. p bulat. Nombor cikgu biarkan. But when you put the shape, make sure you include the integers also. Very important. The next step, arrange. mn, p, nombor. Arrange. Last step, selesaikan, solve. So 12 tolak 10, 2 mn. Negatif 4 tambah 7 tolak 1, tekan calculator dapat 2. So positive 2p. 6 tambah 2, 8. If you just put 8, it look like this. Tak betul. So the integer is what? 6 plus 2 is 8. What 8? Positive 8. So make sure you are clear on it. Understand, class? So make sure you revise the video again and again and understand it well. Do not skip the video. Go through the video fully. Okay, class?